he make sure he got his shot.
Oh, you said. How you know?
So, man, real easy. I need that. You want me to hold something?
This probably get John 14, so now it's going to come to the Holy Spirit. That pretty much just get you in this book. We all. Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites. We come in week in and week out, prophesy, as we've been called to do. Before we get started, we'll give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, B'Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles and great millstone who can teach and rule well according to the scriptures, man, being great examples. Shalom to the elect out there. Shalom to brothers fighting, man. Keep going. Hey, as you can see, man, times are hot, man. We in a time of prophecy when things are just unfolding. No matter where you look, the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua speaking, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is making good on his word. As he said, man, he puts his word above his name, and he gave us his only begotten son, and to come down to be an intercessor and a mediator on the behest of the children of Israel, but starting off with the elect, which ultimately in these times, man, we fucked up in Babylon the Great. We need if it wasn't for these scriptures, the elect would be out here hopeless. Tossed and fro with every word of doctrine. As the scriptures say, you look at the average Jake, man, they gone off the philosophies of Babylon, which are all kind of philosophy. Which Esau ain't did nothing new, man. All these philosophies been around, but Yahweh Shah left us a comforter, man, which is the when he cracked those seals, he gave us the understanding of the scriptures. Hey, he left them unto us to be able to go into it and realize, man, we got victory at the end of the day, man. Hey, the hope through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. But you can grab that John 14, brother.
Can I grab this?
Yeah, bring it up.
This is St. John chapter 20 and verse 21, and it reads, Then Yahweh Shai said unto them again, Peace be unto you, as my Father has sent me, even so send I you. And when he had said this, he breathed on them and said unto them, Receive ye the Holy Spirit.
Yep, he's going to it, bro.
Yeah, God. So the Lord breathed, that breath of life, onto the disciples, man. That same breath of life that the elect is going to receive on this side, man. Those dry bones are waking up, man.
Yep.
Through the Holy Spirit, man.
Yep.
And that's giving us the true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, man, and it's guiding us to how to way to conduct our life on a day-to-day basis.
That's right.
Yeah. This is going to St. John chapter 14, and I'll start at verse 23. It says, Yahweh Shai answered and said unto him, If a man love me, he will keep my words, and my Father will love him, and we will come unto him and make our abode with him.
Yeah, that's why we come out and we do what we do. We come out to make our calling and election sure, and we push forth Yahweh Shai's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua's name. Ultimately, Yahweh Shai, or in the order of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, but Yahweh Shai, so Yahweh Shai can pronounce us to the Father. As the scriptures say. We looking for Yahweh Shai to make intercession, because even us, man. We fall every day. Scriptures tell you, man, the flesh, the outward man perish, but the inward man renewed day by day. It's the spirit that's within us. So we need the Yahweh Shai to make that intercession for us.
Continuing on, verse 24. He that loveth me, not keepeth not my sayings, and the word which ye hear is not mine. It says, but the Father's which sent me. These things have I spoken unto you, being yet present with you.
Yeah, because if I may add on to that, that's what Yahweh Shai did, man. He told his mother that I come to do my Father's business. That's the same step we in. We come to do the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and nothing else. We're not trying to bring additives on it to where we make it about money. We're making it about pleasing the world. Make it all inclusive, make it comfortable for your ears, because people want to hear those things that make you feel good. Those things that make you be like, oh, okay, this is easy to follow. But even to us, man, it's easy to follow. But we understand what comes along with it. These people out here, they need to please the flesh. It's ultimately what I'm saying. It's the spirit that quickeneth. Yeah.
This is St. John chapter 14, continuing on, verse 26. It says, but the Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name. He shall teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance, whatsoever I have said unto you.
And it's beautiful because the Comforter, it's teaching us all things. You know, it teaches us how to go back into history, how to learn words. You know, how to go into the nation. You know, how to learn agriculture. Hey man, we well versed up here. We ain't your average dummies. You know, and we dive into all attributes of life. That's ultimately what these scriptures is about. You know, it's about the law, statutes, and commandments, and the covenant that the Lord made with the house of Israel, which is still established even unto this day.
Yeah, that's because we got good teachers.
Yeah,
With any craft or skill that you learn, the teacher is not just going to tell you something and say this is it. They're going to teach you how to understand it for yourself. So, you know, we didn't know anything about the concordance and the lexicon and the etymology of words and blue letter. You know, our elders, apostles of Great Millstone brought that up.
Yeah.
You know, these pastors in these churches, they just read the Bible and they don't teach their congregation how to actually understand what they're being learned, what they're being taught. You know, they just read the scriptures and the people say, okay, that's not how you teach somebody. It's like a teaching in classroom. If they just read what's in the book, they don't tell you how to break down a fraction or how to divide the equation, you ain't gonna know how to, figure it out or what you really involved in. If the teacher just say, yeah, 2 + 2 it equals 4, we use a channel, and you just say, okay, instead of showing you why it is and how to get that answer. Our elder apostles showed us how it is, why it is, and how to get the answer. Precept upon precept, line upon line. And when you go throughout these precepts, you go through the blue letter, you go through the etymology, you go through the history, and you and yourself become a good teacher because you understand what you're being taught. And you understand how to get there. If you understand how to get to a destination, you can lead other people to the destination. If you yourself don't understand how to get there, how the fuck you gonna lead somebody else? That's why the scriptures say what? The blind shall lead the blind. They both shall fall into a ditch.
Yeah. The scripture also said that many shall follow in their pernicious way. So you're gonna have those false followers, like you said before. It's prophecy. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna show you that that they're not part of the elect. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance. It's to everything.
And if I may, everything is done for the elect's sake. You know, to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Yahushua. You know, because at the end of the day, Yahweh Shemi Yahushua is going to show his might in the earth. You know, and we're out here, to proclaim that. You know,
Yeah, the spirit of Yahushua, the spirit of Yahushua is prophets, But how do you understand the prophecy? You stand out here and you watch, you understand the things that are going on, stuff. You watch the things that are going on in the world, and you filter through the scripture, Hey, this Apostle Paul, he named up the Church of Berea, because they were students, because they searched out the things, instead of just taking it for face value. That's why he got on the Church of Thessalonica, because they weren't doing it the same shit, But it was ultimately to build them up. Be like, hey, man, you see how they doing it? Hey, that's the only reason why we say certain things to other camps, because we be like, man, look, man, you got to study a little more and get on a level. But that's neither here nor there. He said, precept.
Con. This is Ephesians chapter 4 and
You ask these other camps that don't agree with what the MOTB is, and they don't even know how to break down the word mark here. And they'll tell you it's Christianity, it's it's white man's philosophy. They'll tell you some bullshit.
How you come to that conclusion?
I know.
Yeah, how
Maybe
did
that's
you-
not
how did
that.
you-
Maybe that's not the same question. It's a state of mind.
Right.
Or they'll tell you don't need to look into words, man. So you just look at a word and say, oh, I don't need to know the history of that word.
Yeah, right.
Because you didn't create that word. That word was created. So you got to understand how that word was created. When these Englishmen, was prescribing certain things and translating certain things, what did they get the source for? To come up with these words, to say mark, things like that. They had to be looking at something else because that was a new language. So what was the languages prior to that helped them forge their new language? What was the word prior to mark, right? Before the English came into power.
think Cristobal Colon didn't brought Hebrew interpreters over here for no reason? You know, he realized what he was dealing with when he came over here. He realized when he went into the scriptures, saw a Hebrew text. You know, he realized, okay, in order to deal with these people, I gotta take interpreters. You know, and those Hebrew interpreters were Israelites as well. You know, they stayed over here with the northern people. You know,
Yeah, just like any language, Spanish. Yeah. We don't. The words are different. Meat, you know, carne.
yeah.
But well, how do they get that? What even the meat? What's the source word that they came up with these things from? So for you to say we don't have to look into words to get their proper meaning, that's
If you go into a dictionary, every word they're gonna give you a etymology of where it's breaking down and where it came from. That's the importance of words. You know,
Yeah, because like in the English, you got the word where or there, and it's spelled 4 or 3 different ways, but it means 3, 4 different things. You know, so if you don't go into these words, you're not going to get the proper understanding of the scriptures.
And there's this thing called new speech. You know, a lot of and you know, like new speech is happening all around us, damn near every day. You know what I'm saying? Because the words I remember growing up are different than the words that they speak now. You know, and it means something totally different, but it's the same word.
even with the Spanish chick when we went out to eat, she was talking about how the Guatemalans, the Mexican, and all of that, they have so many different dialects. You know, just based on just simple words, but it all boils back to the same thing. You know, the root word. You know, that's what we do out here. You know, so to tell your congregation, you know, going back into the Hebrew, you know, is not important in this time, especially when our Lord, you know, and our Savior, you know, our names are in the Hebrew. You know, you misleading. You know, I mean, you're blind leading the blind. I feel like most of you can't know what you're doing. You took a bet. You sold out. But it's going to be the other demise. But the Lord, we're not surprised on these things. You know, the Lord tells us that it will be men, 2 Timothy 3, you know, in these latter days walking after their own lust, you know.
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 15. It says, study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
And how do we not be ashamed? You know, we and you make sure you got the as the elders would say, the receipts to back up everything you say. You know, we don't come out here and just blindly just throw things out, you know, and hopefully, you know, somebody will like it. Nah, man, we speak the words of Yahweh by Shemi Yahushua. You know,
Asparagus. See how that don't make sense?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's
throwing shit out there.
Yeah, right. You threw me off. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. That's how.
Yep.
Good.
Good. That's what we do. We don't. Whatever just comes to mind, you know, and we make sure we backing things up. Shall you read that one more time?
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 15. Study to show thyself approved.
That's what we do too.
Unto Yahweh.
We make sure we dive into the scriptures that we study. You know, we understand the accounts. You know, we understand the precepts that go along with precept. We understand the mysteries. We understand the breakdowns. You know, that way we understand what the whole roll is saying. You know, because you got to eat the whole roll. You know, you can't just eat a part of it and then expect to get the whole understanding. That's why you see certain guys fall out. And then they got to add on to it, add different doctrines, different breakdowns, different philosophies, you know, calling on different names, you know, and it leads you to the point where we are now, you know. But the Lord said these things will happen. You got to go.
I'm going to finish it out. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Yeah, rightly dividing the word of truth. That means that means there's only one true doctrine. Yeah, you know. That means there's a separation when it comes to the words of Yahweh by Shemi Yahushua and the words of men. You know?
Yeah, because the scripture said that we have to be defenders of the gospel. Right. How are you going to rightly divide the word of truth if you don't know the whole gospel? Right. If you don't know what the scripture is interpreted, what is meant to basically teach, man. You know? So with that being said, if you don't understand the whole doctrine, right, how can you be a teacher, man? Okay. I got one more. This is 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 15. But sanctify the Lord power in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks of you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear.
Yep, that's why we build our minds up in the foundation of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You know, so because when anybody come up this way, when vocab went up to the guys up in I believe it was France or England, you know, and kind of confounded them a little bit. It's because they really want well versed in study. You got to eat this whole road and know what you're going out and teaching in its entirety before you come out here and proclaim it. You don't want to give the sacrifice of fools when you come out here. You know, we want to make sure Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is speaking through you. You know, via His words. You know. Yep. You say you have precept on one?
Yeah. All right, 2 Timothy chapter 4:2, it says, preach the word, be instant in season and out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering, with doctrine.
Yep, that yeah, we go to.
Yeah, but that's what we gotta do, man. We gotta prove our brethren out here that may be going off from the sound doctrine, man. Also, we have to exhort David, including ourselves, man. Right? We gotta make sure we're making our calling and election sure.
Speak up, brother.
Right? It says, verse 3 says, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. Right? That's how you see a lot of these camps out here, man. They going off and they teaching the people to go off, man. Which is going ultimately but lead them to what? To a ditch. Right? God lead them to what? You're going to fall into a ditch. You know what I'm saying?
And it's easy to see the demise, you know, of the wicked, you know, because man, we're a little sanctuary. We understand the Lord ain't dealing with everybody, you know, and especially if you ain't got the names of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the true doctrines of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, then you pretty much pretty much like the other nation, you know. You were outside of the temple, you know, you outside of the court, you know, you you profane, you were counted as the other nations, you know. That's why what's the scripture talking about? Though hand join in hand, you know, the wicked shall not go unpunished. The Lord knew 2/3 of his people weren't going to get it on this side, you know, even though they hear it, you know, they got them itching ears, you know, as the scriptures talk about, they keep on going, you know, they got them stiff necks, you know, they hard hearted, and that's Israel. Israel always been like that, you know, you got.
This is verse 4. It says, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fable.
Yep.
But watch thou in all things endure afflictions and do the work of an evangelist and make full proof of thy ministry.
That's why a lot of people fall out. You know, their afflictions start to hit, you know, and then it start to become a lot harder for them, you know. That's why you got to make full proof of your ministry. And then you got to know that you're a partner. You know, the Lord told us, Ezra told us, you know, if you come to serve the Lord, you're going to prepare yourself for something. No, it was Ezra, you know, that was Sirach, you know, where he said, you know, certain things are going to happen when you come to serve the Lord, you know. It's Paul said, think it not strange, you know, when certain things come upon you, you know, in this walk, you know, it's all a part of that refinement, you know, that process to build you. You know, through the spirit of power, how about Shem Yahushua? Because there's an ultimate goal at the end of this, you know, and that's to watch a kingdom that dwelleth in righteousness be established here on earth as it is in heaven. We understand Yahweh Shem Yahushua has given us the order of how He likes things in the heavens, and then He's going to play it out here on earth. You know, we just hoping to be a part of that number that receives the mercy and righteousness. You know,
I got it. You got something?
Yeah, I got what he quoted, but if you want
yeah, I'll let you finish off right quick, Brother Shaw. The book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 9.
No.
And it reads, whom shall He teach knowledge?
Yeah.
And whom shall He make to understand doctrine? Yeah. Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
Yeah, that's a process. It's a process to this thing. You know, you don't just get it overnight. That's why we anybody that comes up, you know, we start them off with the base things. You know, the milk of the scriptures that the scriptures speak about. You know, things that can lead you to want to build yourself up more. You know, that way you drink on that milk. You know, and then you go into the darker sayings. You know, the deeper mysteries. You know.
Yeah, Khan. You know, like what you just brought out a moment ago. You know, like when vocab went over there to France and confounded the other camps. You know, they weren't reading from the middle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he was saying it was
It didn't, yeah, right. You know, whereas the men here at GMS and those who teach the same doctrine and truth and in sincerity are well learned. You know, they won't stumble at, you know, the simple things that confound simple. You know,
Kind of, if I may add, because the scripture says to put on the whole armor, right? So if you putting on the whole armor and you out there and you going into the scriptures and let's say for instance vocab come up, it's a spiritual war. It's a word fight. If you don't have that proper armor, how are you going to be able to defend yourself in this battle? You know, now vocab give you an Achilles, got you in the neck, you know, because you didn't have all your armor on, man. You know,
Right. Right. And don't get me chink in your armor. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, it's commendable that they out there and they want to push the word, you know, but you gotta do it right, man. And I can't commend them anymore because they got them bucking up and was like, yeah, vocab said we did better than him, but hey man, it is what it is. Hey, we ain't about to tit for tat with anybody, you know. We gonna be a defense of the gospel, and we gonna try to uplift everybody, you know, to do the right thing and to preach the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, truth and sincerity, you know. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. It ain't about, I fried his ass, you know, through the spirit. You know, the clickbait Israelites, you know, every time you turn around, they edification level is low, but they entertainment level is through the roof, you know. That ain't what it's about, you know. What it's about is feeding the sheep of Yahweh Shah, you know. And even if it's the, you know, the most, I can't say boring, but if it don't appeal to the masses, you know, it's still about if the edification is going out based on the teachings, you know, of how should be our shot. Hey man, that's all that matters.
You know, that's how good music is anyway.
Yeah, tell me about it.
People want to be,
Yeah.
you know, entertained for the moment, but the shit that lasts over time is the stuff that has true substance and denseness, you know, behind it. You know, something that's rooted in the foundational principles, man, of music. You know, if you look at some of the old music, they use actual instruments and took time in their lyrics. They were talking about something. So the few songs that are out today that actually have some deep meaning and real instrumentation behind it. People look at it as like, this is not entertaining. They want to hear that, you know, that microwave music. Yeah. You know, niggas screaming how he gonna shoot somebody's head off, fuck your bitch, and you know, you run up on him, you gonna get poked up. Yeah, I like the way that. If the dude that's listening to it, that nigga ain't never even been in a fight. You know? But he won't listen to murder music all day. You know?
And that's what
never pop the perk, but he won't listen to perk music all day.
That's the name said that. Future, I would have popped the perk $7 I might. You know, they push it to the next. That's what a lot of these leaders are doing too. You know, they ain't 10 toes down in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but yet they go out there and they think they teach it. You know, hey, a lot of you guys, we can see through the spirit, as the scripture said. You know, a lot of you guys took that Jews back, man. You know?
yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to hear the things of this world. You know, this world talks about popping the next man's wife. You know, doing something, you know, wicked, you know, unto the next man. You know, that's what this world teaches, you know, and that's why a lot of UJs loved it. You know what I'm saying? Because when they hear the truth, you know, there's no entertainment in the truth, you know, especially when they live so wicked for so long. You know, it's pretty bad when a young person don't want to hear the truth. You know what I'm saying?
That's because scriptures tell you what fellowship of light with darkness. They realize, man, if they start to hear and get the understanding, the true understanding of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, they deeds gonna be brought to light. You know, they like roaches, man. You know, they want to stay in that dark. You flip the switch, they don't scatter. That's what you see ultimately. Hey, when people come up and they try to scoff and they bring out their bullshit, they don't stay around long. You know, they be around for a short season. You know, you got it, bro.
Yeah, you know, Jake likes stuff that's good for their ego, not good for their spirit. And I hate to bring this guy up again, but you know, that's what's popular right now in the world. This guy, Kendrick Lamar and Drake. You look at a guy like Kendrick's last album. His album was about trauma and dealing with spiritual problems. And in a lot of the world, they don't want to hear that bullshit. So they said that was one of his weaker albums because of the subject matter. But he was talking about real issues. You know, he was saying about how you putting a mask on your face is not going to cover up the impurities that you got inside of you. So people are like, man, nobody listening to Kendrick. Fuck you, nigga. You think you're gonna take down Arcane Drake? Because Drake tells them, yeah, I got girls kissing girls. Yeah, we do that. They want to hear that. They don't want to. So when you look at that battle, is actually spiritual. If you look deeper from the face surface, they don't want a guy like Kendrick to be the big guy because his music contains, regardless of him being, a sold out puppet, whatever, his music contains a lot of substance and distance to it. All right? They don't want to hear, oh, you a Hebrew Israelite in a fucking song. The niggas don't want to hear that shit. They want to hear club banging music. And that's why you see a lot of people that's rooting for Drake. They can't give you a good reason why they voting for a nigga that's a clear, everything about this dude is a persona. You know what I'm saying? He started acting. He grew up even though he's a Jake, he grew up as an Amalekite. Because his father, which is a Judite, wasn't around. They propped him up, and there's clear evidence of him stealing people's styles, stealing people's lyrics. Nigga stole lyrics from Soulja Boy, multiple rhymes from Soulja Boy, had multiple goals. Everything about the dude is a persona, act, but that's the world. The world is all based on personas.
Right.
That's why you have social media is such a big thing. Drake represents what the world wants to be, and it's an act. But when you gotta peel back them layers and look at who you truly are, that's what he said. He said, Kendrick told him. He said, you're not a rapper, or this was a scam artist.
Yeah, it's true.
It's because you fake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You saying you got shooters around you. All these guys that's on your payroll, they wasn't with you when you was acting in Degrassi. So when did they come into the scene and you're like, a guy like Kendrick actually grew up in the inner city, grew up in the rough area. And he telling you, nigga, this shit ain't nothing to glorify.
He from New York, right?
Oh,
No.
Kendrick?
he from Compton.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, that is wow.
But it shows you the way people think. So you look at it in the truth side, people don't want to hear what we tell them. They want to know, okay, I can still be half nigga and put on friendly. I don't have to really work on myself. I'm not going to have to be tried in the spirit when the Quran comes because the market is Christianity. They don't want to peel back them layers, man. And you got to realize everything that happens on Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua earth is spiritual, whether that be in music, whether that be in sports. You look at the NBA Finals. You had two guys going up against each other that knew they was Hebrew Israelites. After the game, he said, all praise to the Most High.
Man,
Everything that happens on this earth is ordained by Yahweh Shah. You just got to have the spiritual eye to decipher what you're looking at. Go ahead.
And that's the same thing we say. And what I'm saying through the spirit, we say, hey man, hey, we bringing out the new song, Hey, the true words of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. The rest of y'all guys, man, y'all scam artists. Y'all doing it, hey, to get likes, hey, send me money through my Patreon, hey, buy my Hebrew Israelite garments, and we see it even guys that were amongst GMS. The Lord started to make a distinction on guys who just doing this to fulfill their will, and they got alternative motives. It's a lot, and the Lord's going to continue to do that more and more.
Yeah, you got this guy that was exposed, which I never said anything, but the spirit been revealed to me that he
won't right. Yeah,
I always felt like he was imitating, the elder bro from LC. You set up a camera. Look, man, I used to teach by myself. You ain't got to do all that shit. You set up a camera and you yelling on, you keep looking at the camera, comments. Never fellowshipping with bros that's around you.
Reached out.
Why you ain't never around bro? But that's a red flag about a guy that's never around brothers. In the truth, that's a red fucking flag. The ministry is about the brotherhood. It's not no lone wolf shit. So you trying to look like, I'm brave. I'm out here yelling. I'm in front of a fucking store yelling at the whole world. Look at me, you two. Now, it goes back to the brother's point. The common individual will see that and be entertained. Yeah, he's loud, he's voices. But the guy that's seasoned and been in this and know what it's really about can see this guy's a damn joke. And if I really dig into him and ask him about the scriptures, he will fail miserably. 'Cause you can clearly see he doesn't know what he's teaching. He's doing an act. It's just an act.
And just to add on, even brother said, what he trying to do? He trying to get on the weakest brothers to see them, which I'm getting pretty sad to make sure just to get to it. This is First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 12. We'll start from verse 12. Just to straight to the point. And it says, "And we beseech your brethren to know them which labor among you and are over you in the Lord and admonish you."
Yeah, so you ain't got nobody among you. You ain't got nobody over you. It's just you.
Yeah.
Nigga, you ain't getting beamed up by yourself, man.
Yeah.
You gotta have people to answer to. You gotta have people that's around you. That's not the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah. So them lone wolf guys, it's a reason you don't see you really don't see no lone wolf camps in GMS. That was a thing, 10 years ago. Yeah, we used to see that a lot. You don't see that no, because that's not the spirit of the Lord.
Right.
And if you in that spirit of Akibilis, you in the wrong spirit. You in the wrong spirit.
That's just pride and ego.
Yeah.
Pride and ego, making an excuse. You don't feel comfortable around bros, so you just go, well, we just gotta part our way. I'm standing for the Lord over here. Don't make an excuse for being weak.
But that's ultimately what it is, man. They don't want to deal with the quarrels that come around being with other men. Men has shit out. They figure shit out together. You know? He don't want to be rebuked. Yeah. Even when even the rebuke that came out, he was trying to be sincere, but some shit he was saying that just didn't sit right with his still. But anyway.
Got. Keep going. And it says, brother, again, it says, "And we beseech you, brethren, to know them," keyword to know them, "which labor among you and are over you in the Lord and admonish you."
And that don't even mean, just because they do lessons every day, every hour, they don't mean shit, man. You know them by their fruits, you know what they really produce. The things that they really saying, their actions towards brothers, their actions amongst the body. That's how you really know an individual.
And the reason the Elder Apostle made that decree was about a couple of years, about 5 years ago, because you go further back when we was first coming in, that wasn't a thing. But you had a lot of unsincere guys, so the Elder Apostle made that decree to kind of see where God's mind was at in the truth, to see if and a lot of guys bucked up against it. It wasn't about, if I do the most videos, I'm in the kingdom. It's not what it's about. We know the scriptures don't say nothing about doing videos, but it's about a spirit of diligence. And that was the whole test. But a lot of you guys take that and say, yeah, I'm just put up a whole bunch of videos and still be a big nigga. You don't know what the fuck the truth is about, man. And you lack understanding. Shit, I was watching the Temptations last night. Fucking David Ruffin is a prime example of these niggas. He I want to be part of the Temptation. And as soon as he had to answer the Otis, fuck this, I'm a star. Somebody come and see the Otis. The Otis said, well, nigga, get the fuck on. Because this is about order. This is about a brotherhood. You think you bigger than the brotherhood. So when when David got the paper, he said, you can't do this to me. I hate the proof. Then the nigga come back years later, Otis said, get the proof, man. Let me back in. That these niggas is nothing but David Ruffin.
Yeah.
They get some camera time, and now they think they bigger than what
That's why it's important for you to be weak. God was not made for man. A lot of jigs fall into that. That's why you have to constantly pray. That spirit don't fall upon you. Because once that pride demon gets you, bro, it's kind of hard, to get it off. Like a bad woman.
This is Psalms 34, verse 18. It says, Yahweh is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and save the such as be of a contrite spirit.
That's what the Lord's looking for. Hey, men that are sincere about their heart. Hey, they're not just doing it for any other reason but to please to please Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. What does that mean? Hey, if something, if rebuke happens to you, even if it's a wrongful rebuke, you take it. Because as the brother said, it don't matter what happens on the world, it's all spiritual, and you got to look at it in your walk, whether it's good, bad. Why the Lord got you in that situation? You know, you want to say something on that too?
I got contrite in the contrite says broken in spirit by a sense of guilt.
Why is that? You know, because we guilty as hell, man. Hey, look at the individual you were before you woke up to this truth, and I'll leave it there. You know.
Yeah, Con. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4 and verse 9. I'll read down a little bit. Two are better than one.
Yeah. That's what that's what it's all about. You know. Why is that? You know, even how shall say, hey, two are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst. You know. And why is that? Because even when it comes down to the law, you know, when it came to certain matters, you know, you couldn't just if the matter was, you know, one of those matters where you had to put multiple men to make a judgment, you know, and it can be righteous judgment, not just based on emotion and feeling. You know, it's the same thing with the precepts. We line up everything a 2 or 2. You know,
Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
Yeah, who the fuck want to be alone and doing anything?
real, bro.
I mean, if you're trying to accomplish anything, you're trying to build anything. You know, it takes way slower to build it. The more hands on deck, the faster it gets done. That's simple logic.
And even with that, everybody has different professions. Like, for example, you know, every car, you know what I'm saying, every person that got a car, not every person is a mechanic. So like somebody else got to fix a car if you can't do it, right?
Yeah.
So you need somebody help. You know, with what? Another thing too that helps is what, building relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, say for example, you can't make the payment, but you know him so well, you trust him. It's like you know that through the spirit that you're gonna pay him back maybe a week or a month later, depending. You know what I'm saying? Because what? He tried you, he tested you, and ultimately you gave your word. You know what I'm saying? Many times.
If I may add, if the Lord wanted us to be on his own, he would have never made Eden. You know, he literally made Eve say, hey, the man shall not be alone, therefore I'll give you a help me. You know?
Yeah, that's what she's there for. She's there to help make your job easier. What man, unless you just got demons on you when you're a faggot?
Yeah.
Don't want a
Those
woman.
two.
What man don't want a woman?
But even
There's
though
some-
you still need somebody.
Yeah, what man doesn't want a woman serving?
Now let's bring that out, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, nah, I
I'm saying-
feel
Cooking for you, cleaning after,
That's the spirit.
washing your
You
drawers.
find it.
I don't want to wash my own drawers. I don't fucking woman to do it. I don't want to have to grab laundry and book. That shit seems feminine.
Yeah.
Fucking got clothes. I'm sitting here. You know what I'm saying? We got to do this shit. But it's like, you know in your spirit, servant supposed to be doing this shit.
What man ever won a war by himself as well? You know, many wars have been fought on this earth, and it's took a many platoons of men to defeat, you know, certain armies. That's the same with us through the spirit. You know, that's why I forget where there's in Corinthians where it talks about the body. You know, where none of the members are above the other. They work in unison, man. You know, of course, there's order, you know, but hey, man, we all work in unison, man. If you can't work in unison with men, then like the brother said, you got spirits on you.
Yeah, you got
a product.
Yeah, you had the Celtics that just won the championship. For a long time, Jason Tatum was looked at as the best player.
Right.
And for some reason this year, they propped up Jaylen Brown to be the guy. And they were saying that bold in his face. They're giving him the MVPs. And Jason Tatum didn't buck up and say, man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna throw the fucking game. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He could have did that shit. Clear. Now, say I'm the best. Give me the finger on throwing this shit. No, he said, look, y'all not gonna divide us up.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Y'all not gonna divide us up. We're not concerned with that. We both great players. That takes humility, man. You gotta respect that. Because he could be on some shit like, hell no, man. Y'all told me I was good. What the fuck you get the award? You know what I'm saying? That's their ego, that's their pride. And you got guys that do that shit. Jordan Poole did it with the Warriors. When he got punched in the fucking face at practice, playoffs, because these niggas started throwing the ball out of bounds, slipping and falling. And that's why they traded him. Because it was footage of him going back to the huddles. He not dapping up teammates. He on the end like this. After he got punched in practice, he turned into a whole. That's why he got traded, because he was throwing games and he wasn't being a good teammate after that. Why? Because he got embarrassed. You know, a lot of people said that Draymond shouldn't have put his hands on him. But we don't know what the fuck Jordan Poole said. And you know Jordan Poole, that shit was going to his ego. Because he started shooting them half-court shots like Curry. He's like, yeah, I'm mad up. Like, no, nigga, you got to respect what they built before you got there. And he got humbled because they sent his ass to Washington. And you see what the fuck happened to him. Now they think about bringing him back. I just seen some of the day they said they think about bringing him back. He got humbled though. Now he realizes, man, I'm not bigger than the program. I'm not bigger than the system. Yeah. And that's what the truth is. Our elders we enter into other men's labor. Any brother that comes in after us, you're entering into other men's labors.
Yep. So y'all should say.
You're not big. I don't give a fuck what happened to you or how you feel you was wrong. You're not bigger than this. You gotta always stay humble, man. Always. This is Yahweh Shah's ministry at the end of the day. He don't need none of us.
That's right. You can raise up stones. That's what y'all should say. You ain't gonna raise up stones. Yeah, on that end. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're replaceable, man. Just like these jobs. You know what I'm saying? We're not but a number.
You always focus on how you being treated. Yeah. What about how Yahweh Shah was treated? He don't need you in his ministry. If you have faith in Yahweh Shah, deal with it. Be a man and deal with it in labor. Stop always fucking crying about woe is me. That's not the men Yahweh Shah won't. And that's not the elect men that's been chosen from the foundation always crying about woe is me and I've been done wrong.
It only makes you mentally stronger, man.
Have you not read the scriptures? Every man of the Lord was done wrong. You ain't got time to always try to validate yourself, man. Joseph could have, with Joseph's own brothers, he set a trap for him to be sold into slavery. He got set up in Egypt to the point he could have disowned his brothers. Those are his actual brothers. Why do you think that story is in the scriptures? For you guys that come in these, because you call them camps, all right? But really it's just the body of Yahweh Shah, it's the church, all right? Why do you think that story is in the scriptures? When a brother does you wrong, you endure it. You don't always have to say, woe is me. And you forgive him. Even if he don't forgive himself. Scriptures speak about that. Turn the other cheek.
Bless them that curse you. You know what I'm saying? Talking about brother.
You guys don't understand the spirit of Yahweh Shah. And it shows. Because the moment you feel something ain't going your way, and you feel something ain't right, woe is me, woe is me.
Yeah.
You ain't better than none of the men in the scriptures, man.
They all went, oh God, you know what I'm saying? And the greatest man suffered wrongfully.
But his own brother set him up. Judas was a brother that ate with him, sat with him, slept with him. He didn't beat Judas up when Judas betrayed him with a kiss. He didn't yell from the rooftops. How the fuck could you do this, motherfucker? He endured it. For his father's sake, man. Because he knew that what had to be done.
Same with us. It's a purpose behind all this, man. It's to try our integrity, you know, to see how locked in into the faith that we have in Yahweh Shah that he gonna get us through, instead of us getting ourselves through a situation, you know. That's what this whole walk is about, you know. And if you can endure, that's why I say the meek shall inherit the earth. If you can endure all that humility until Yahweh Shah brings salvation, and you good, you know. Yeah, you got it, bro.
This is John chapter 15, starting at verse 12. It says, "This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends." Right? So you got in the spirit of Yahweh Shah. Like I was just saying, you out there on your own, man. You ain't giving your life for the Lord. So you know what I'm saying? You're not standing on the line and giving your life as a living sacrifice with your brothers on the highways and byways. You're full of pride. Yep. So what is Hebrews chapter 13 verse 1 says, let brotherly love continue. So you capping off your blessings because you're not out there being brotherly, to the body. Yeah, because that scripture speaks about laying down your life, but it actually goes deeper than that. You put your brothers before yourself. in a lot of instances.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it means about giving your life to the bros. What was the symbolic reasoning of Yahweh Shah washing the disciples' feet?
Right. Right.
He said that he that is greater, you know, you're supposed to be a greater servant.
Yep. Yep. Got a precept with that, brother.
But a lot of guys have that selfish mentality that I got to do what's best for me. It goes back to what we just said earlier. It goes back to what we said earlier. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is in control of all of this stuff. Right? So if you're going through something, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai knows what's going on.
You see it? Right there. On top of the electrical pole up top.
Okay. Bones.
I don't see that.
That's the eyes that I've seen. I can't see it. Damn.
I seen it, but I can't see it now.
Gone now.
I got something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, gotcha. Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Like, let me finish this off. It's First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 12. And read again, and it says, "And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you, and are over you in the Lord, and admonish
How
you."
you gonna know a guy if he out in the cut by himself? You know. Which, hey man, being by yourself, man. I can only speak from speculation, you know. But I can feel like, hey, being by yourself, it will only make this work a lot harder to do. You know, because spirits hop on you like, oh shit, you don't got to go to camp today, or you ain't got to put up this lesson today. You know, that idleness, you know, that's being created if you ain't around like-minded spiritual individuals, you know, that's keeping you boosted through the spirit, showing you different things that's happening in the world, because you ain't gonna see it all on your own. You know, you need brothers to, you know, build each other up as it goes into 1 Corinthians 3, you know, a little bit more on this.
Verse 13, it says, "And to esteem them very highly in love for their work's sake, and be peace among yourselves. Now we exhort you, brethren, to warn them that are unruly, comfort the feeble-minded."
With that word.
You read that verse. It says, "Now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly, comfort the feeble-minded, support the weak, and be patient toward all men." So that's what we got to do. You know, that's what I'm saying. Because what, like I said, brothers coming in that wasn't really experience of just, like you said, just getting into the spirit, you know, getting that milk. Then you got, you know, they see stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That can cause confusion. You know what I'm saying? Brothers like that. 5 and 14.
If I may say this, also, you know, like a new brother coming in don't really understand the order of things because they've been on the other side of the line. You know what I'm saying? So when you come on this side of the line, there's an order. You know, so there's a, you know, Kawashimi Al-Shah said that everything be done decently and in order. And with that, you know, everybody's got to learn the order. You know, I had to learn the order. You have to learn the order. You have to learn the order. There's an order to this. You know what I'm saying? And that all comes from communication with your brother. You know what I'm saying? But if you got lone wolf, you know, you have no one to commune. You know, you've got no one, you know, to be there for you.
Yeah, because like just to add on that point, like the scriptures say, get the smoke out of thy own eye before you try to, you know what I'm saying, do someone else. So if you don't got bros around you to see that smoke in your eye, how can you know who you got the smoke in your eye?
That's what Yahweh Shimi Al-Shah is doing at the end of the day. They're establishing order here on earth, you know. That's why you're going to see New Jerusalem come down, you know, in complete order under Yahweh Shimi Al-Shah, you know, the 12 and the elect, you know, the believers, you know, and then the rest of the Israelites going to get born into that. That's the order that's going to happen. Then the other nations going to flow into that. It's an order being established.
And if I may say this, that order needs be, you know what I'm saying? Because we're entering into that time where you might not be with a brother, you know, who, you know, like who's above you. You know what I'm saying? And you might have other people following you. And with that, you will want order. There has to be an order in order, you know, to maintain a spiritual stability, you know? And you know, the brotherhood teaches you that, you know? Being amongst brothers teaches you that, you know? Because how are you able to understand spiritual things if you're not around spiritual men? Yeah, Con.
Hey, we're looking at the bring up body call for word real quick. Let me grab this real quick.
Just in the spirit pass.
I'm reading. Go ahead.
It's for the word unruly that he read in First Thessalonians 5:14, and it goes into the word is a top toast, and it goes to disorderly, you know, and that's what is all we just finished talking about. Disorderly individuals does not understand what Yahweh Shemi Yahushua is establishing right now. You know, it says and a derivative of unarranged. It says by implication, insubordinate. You know, it says religiously unruly. That's what you see a lot of guys that's the step they fall in. You know, they fall into a disorderly conduct. Which look at a lot of guys that came from under the teachings of our apostles and elders, and look at the way they go about the way they teaching now. You know, the disrespect that they show. You know, it just shows you they never had any kind of proper order. Now I can see like the brother said, if certain things happen where you don't have to be around certain men, there still should be a level of respect, you know, and especially if these men are still teaching this sincerity and truth, you know. But that's just Jake for you, man. Hey, that's why that's why the Lord gave us law, statutes, and commandments, because Jake always had that hard headedness where they always wanted to appease the flesh, you know, and please these other nations, you know. That's why we need the law, statutes, and commandments written within us, you know, so we can have that. So we won't be unruly. We'll continue in the order that the Lord established, you know. And what is that? The law, statutes, and commandments that was given up to it. You know, those are laws of life. You know, those are things that we need that are vital, you know, for this world to prosper, you know. Hey, right now, this world ain't prosperous. Why? Because the son of perdition, you know, the man that's meant to be, that's set up to be adverse to Yahweh Shemi Yahushua's movement. That's why you see women out of order, men out of order, children completely out of order, you know, food is out of order, you know, everything's just flipped upside down, you know. But that's what we come out to proclaim. You know, we looking for an earth that dwells in righteousness, you know.
So that's First Corinthians 14:33. It says, "For the hour is not the author of confusion, but of peace,
Right.
as in all churches of the saints." Right? So everything that's being discussed on the day is about fellowship that Yahweh Shemi Yahushua has set up in order.
Yep.
And in order for you to be part of that, you must conduct yourself as men. You gotta get out of that mindset of a beastly nature, that mindset of doing as you want, when you want, how you want, and like the brother said, you know, you step into the affairs of men before you. So you have to conduct yourself accordingly.
Yeah, every man for himself spirit. You know? That's what Esau taught, you know. And look at the way he's always been, even throughout history, you know, during Alexander the Greek, when he passed, you know, all his 4 generals, man, they was going at each other's neck, you know, war after war, couldn't get it together. Same thing you see to this day, you know. You got a house divided, you know, and Lord has sent us great examples of what we are trying not to be, of what we should not be like on the side of what we're gonna get in the kingdom, man.
Yeah, Esau, if the Lord just left everybody to themselves, Esau would rule forever if he was in unison. If Putin, America, and the elite bankers, all the elite banking families came together and just said, look, we're just gonna rule these niggas back together, we'll never get out of slavery. We'll be in chattel slavery right now. They won't be shit we can go back.
That's their downfall.
But see, the thing is, the Lord, he put a code in them, of pride and ego and divisiveness, and they can't get out of it. It's like they hardwired that way. Greed.
Yep.
They want to take from each other.
King divided shall not stand. Say he cast out Satan. I shall his kingdom stand.
See, when we get the kingdom, we ain't shooting it back on.
It fucked up. No.
We ain't arguing about shit. We don't want to go up with your slavery, nigga.
That's the thing. The Lord gonna give us our portion. Even Esau, man, your portion is good. You know, that greed that's just saying you, man, it's your demise. You know, that prideful, greedy spirit that you push onto the rest of the world. You know, and he's got Jake doing that more. Jake surpasses all that shit. You know, you go to the hood and Jake just mad at the next individual because they got, you know, the cleaner white tee on than they do. You know, they find stupid shit to be mad at. You know, but the Lord's taking us out of that. You know, we're gonna have as I keep quoting them, we're gonna have those laws written within our inward parts, and those laws give you even ways to conduct amongst your brothers, man. You know, that's why I find myself not going to the law a whole lot. You know, and, you know, we can't keep it perfect right now, but those gonna be the things that's gonna go on for eternity, man. You know, that's gonna be the statues that's gonna keep us living the eternal life, man. That's the things that we want to have. You know. Yeah.
I know I have got something to ask.
Continuing on with Ecclesiastes 4 and verse 10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth. For he hath not another to help him up. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's why it's very important, you know, to have this brotherhood. You know, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he wasn't a lone wolf. You know, he didn't have that mindset of do this alone. No, he wanted, you know, his apostles, you know, to bring in disciples, you know, and build them up.
He could have did it for all by himself. He had the power to do it all by himself. He didn't need that. He told him he didn't need it.
Yeah.
But it was a reason for that.
Yeah.
The Father gave it to him to show you how things are supposed to be done. Because we're all sons of Yahweh at the end of the day. So the sons have to work together for the Father's kingdom. So Yahweh Shai knew he needed the brothers with him, but he could have did it by himself. But he needed them for the reason that Yahweh set it up there.
That's right. There have always been examples in the scriptures of great men having the help of other men. You know, like going back into the book of Exodus, Moses.
Yeah.
You know, Aaron was his mouthpiece. You know, Jethro gave him advice. You know, and brought the elders in. You know, to help out with, you know, the men of Israel.
Right.
You know.
Right. Because of all that load was put on Moses, man, you would have lost his shit. You know, you need certain men to dictate different things. And even just big corporations show you that, man. You know, hey, how you just the leader, you know, which is okay. He go back, he go on vacation, he sit at home, but he dictate two things properly. That's what the Father does. You know,
It's like that pyramid scheme.
Yeah, bro. He's the CEO of all things. You know. He dictated out, you know, his only begotten son is going to be the, you know, the only begotten, the firstborn, and then I'm going to give you men of to help you with counsel, you know, and like the brother said, he didn't need to, you know, but that's just the way big businesses ran, you know.
I got a precept.
Okay.
I got a precept talking about on that. Talking about business. It's Romans 12 and 10 says, "Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another, not slothful in business, fervent in the spirit, serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai."
Yep. One of the biggest part of the business that we in is the charity and teaching, man. You know, and that covers a multitude of the things that we've done. You know, that's why we go so hard. You know, on doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because we know, we teaching and we waking up the Lord's, doing what the Lord telling us. Feeding the sheep, we showing that we love Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know? You have more, brother?
Yeah, you look at David, he needed men. You know, his soul was trying to kill him. You know, he needed men to, because David had in his mind, look, I know I've been anointed, but I ain't got shit right now. And my life is threatened, so I'm on the run. So I got to find men that are willing to follow me and that believe that I am the king to come. And you had a good amount of men that said, look, we believe that you the king that comes, so we're going to follow you. We know you ain't got shit right now. We know you ain't got no throne, but we're going to leave our homes and we're going to follow you, David.
Yep.
We're going to sleep where you sleep. We're going to fight when you tell us to fight. And that's when the mighty men come into play. And there were some badass men, but they didn't just wake up as the mighty men. They got good because they kept fighting Canaanites all the damn time.
Yeah. That's
David was setting up connections, relationships with certain Canaanites.
Yep.
Building relationships. So when his kingdom was established, he had relationships with different nations.
Yep.
And then his name was spread out afar, like don't fuck with him and his men because they was putting niggas down before he was even on the throne.
And I saw the thousands and King David 10,000.
Because the mighty men were the men that was set up over the rest of the Israelites when the kingdom was established. But they didn't have shit at first. They were wondering. Then when David got that throne, you best believe they were the most decked out men in the kingdom.
That's heavy you said that, because what did they do? They took the kingdom. That's the same thing that's going to happen, starting with David's throne. The saints is going to possess the kingdom. But how? Lord Yahweh comes back, he get his vengeance on the heathens. He's going to use his elect men, building up that tabernacle, to take the kingdom back, man, to take back the earth that rightfully so belongs to us, man.
Yeah, tabernacles of David. And those mighty men, you see them right here on the front line. You know, they pushing the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, they through the spirit, they weld in that sword, man. You know?
Yeah, Khan, you know, like when you serve that lone wolf spirit, you lose out on offices.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You lose out on brotherhood, you know, you lose out on charity, you lose out on so much, you know, when you think that you can do it by yourself. You know?
I got to that
Like and the brothers and mothers read that scripture about having patience. You gotta wait for that inheritance.
Mm.
And while you're waiting, you're gonna be given trials to overcome.
Yeah.
But during those trials, you're building character, you're building relationships, you're becoming stronger spiritually, physically. So all of this is needed. This period that we're in that Jake be so quick to get out of, you need this period to get to the throne.
Yeah.
You need this down and out period. You need this period where we ain't got much. You need this point in your life.
Because you could tell that you're much more experienced than you was, 5 or 10 years prior. You know, or even when the brothers came in, we looked at yourself prior, it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying, mouth the word over the years, just get enemy, now start to see what's talking because what goes so blind into you. You know what I'm saying? We're still growing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Still growing. You started as a baby. You gotta grow.
Gonna continue to grow, man. You know, to talk about growing, you know, don't be stagnant. You know what I'm saying? Don't where you was since the beginning, you've been 10 years and you still stay the same person. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Any other job, they would have been, what do they call it? Evaluation. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, we checked this guy last year, last year, improved doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
We ready for the right unruly, insubordinate. You know, if you go on the job and you be insubordinate, you know, when you unruly, you're not building yourself up. You're not going through you got take heed to the training process. You know, that's why we right here doing what we're doing right now, rehearsing the righteous acts. You know, so when Yahushua it comes to say, man, it's that time. We will have that good record. We like, okay, he paid attention to training. You know, he rehearsed all the things that I told him to rehearse when we were right here during that grace period. You know, and this grace period, it's going to be talked about for eternity, man. You know, these works and how we overcame, you know, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and this weak ass flesh. Because man, the bodies we gonna get in the kingdom compared to these bodies we got now, we gonna look at them and be like, how the hell did we survive down there?
Yeah, the clips that bros was sending this week of Switzerland, what was it, Sweden, what up?
Yeah.
Hey, come on, man. You gotta work for that. You ain't I just give you that. You know what I'm saying? Them sunsets. You sitting and watching that beautiful scenery.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was saying, brother got some beautiful imagination.
You gotta work.
I can ask myself.
You gotta work for that. You gotta work for that, man.
Yeah.
And that ain't shit. That ain't even what we about to get. That's just some shit Esau got right there. You know what I'm saying? You just used to that being down and out, but what you about to get is an other world, literally, other world.
Yeah, the scripture saying, Psalms 37, the Lord shall give you the desires of thy heart. It's in the Lord's good pleasure, man. So the Lord cannot wait to, give you what you been working.
And your desires are going to change because you ain't getting shit until you change.
That's
So whatever you design right now, 9 times out of 10 is going to change when you change. You're gonna have a broader outlook on things. You're like, hold on, I want because your brain's gonna be shaped different. You're gonna understand shit. No, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I thought I like that. This food is actually beneficial for what I need over there.
That's real, bro.
You gonna have a whole, so
That's real, bro.
you gotta wait. You just gotta fucking wait.
That's all you can do. You know, so these scriptures tell you, man. I said, how should I say? Eyes have not seen, you know, but I got prepared for them. We don't even, like brother said, we don't know what we like, what we want, you know. And we go off what he told us we like and what we want. Yeah. This is the documentary, how to sell to a Negro, you know.
Oh yeah.
We been taught everything he told us for life. Oh yeah, you know. Yeah, no, I just definitely give it a diligent search. Yeah.
Still doing it too.
Yeah.
What's got you, Jake? Man?
That's what I would say. That's why you got the sexy red on the screens, you know, the trap music and drill.
Man, we would have been stolen that bitch.
Yeah.
As soon as she came out the house like that. As soon as she came out the
Red
house.
hair, with the red hair.
What the fuck
Oh
you
yeah,
doing?
she bush.
Put the evil away. Get that shit out of here.
You get that one thing that was that shit's all right. You get that one thing. You know,
Yeah.
Even right now, we'll tell her, look, repent or be stoned.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But we ain't the laws that ain't instituted right now. Instituted right now. Hey, they getting away with the shit.
Yeah.
And they think the shit cool. Man, that shit ain't fucking cool. Ice Spice showing her ass every chance she get.
That's
Making a mockery.
last-
Esau just making a mockery of us as a nation.
the cameraman.
Yep.
A woman ain't meant to just, I don't give a damn, even on a hot day like this, if she bring her ass outside, she need to be covered up.
That's right.
Or stay your ass in the crib.
That's right.
Fuck you showing your cleavage and ass crack and camel toe folk.
Scripture say, even if the daughters is out there, they wouldn't place their feet upon the ground for daintiness, you know. And so these women, they not they
Yeah,
far from it.
they be bored at it.
Yeah, I don't like them. I gotta get out and do
She ain't got no fucking, she ain't got no fucking hobbies.
I do some wrestling. She just wants some attention. I'm going.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You got it, brother. You got it.
Go ahead.
This is 2 John, start at verse 8. It says, "Look to yourselves that we lose not those things which we have brought." And if you look at brought in the interlinear, it says to work, labor, you know, to do work, pretty much the things that you labor for in this truth. All right. Going back to it, it says, but that we receive a full reward.
I'm sorry, reading from time.
It says, look to yourselves that we lose not those things which we have brought, but that we receive a full reward. It says, whosoever transgresseth in the height of not the doctrine of a Mashiach have not Yahweh, that he that abideth in the doctrine of the Mashiach, he have both the Father and the Son. All right, so you know, in that lone wolf spirit, you gotta abide by the law, man. You gotta abide by the doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not for you to be in solitude by yourself and so forth. You're not in, you know, the day may come where we may be in, you know, where we're gonna be in persecution. And that'll be that time if the Lord has for you to be alone, then you'll be alone and then continue to do the work. You know what I'm saying? Until Yahweh Shai gets back. You know what I'm saying? Until he gets here. But until the meantime, hey, you ought to be among brothers. You know what I'm saying? And uplift the body, man.
Yep. King James said, "Let brotherly love continue." You know, that's what we ought to do. Let the brotherly love continue. What's the brotherly love? You know, exhorting. You know, a rebuking with all long suffering. You know, all this stuff. Hey. If you have a brother in the world, you know, and y'all fought every day, and still somebody on the outside try to come against y'all, and y'all riding on, you know. So you can't let small disagreements that might come, you know, amongst us that are your real brothers, you know, take you out, make you disenchanted, you know, on the truth. You know, it just showed you, ultimately, you just was never a brother. You know,
Even if you had best friends in the world,
Yeah.
you used to fight with them.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Probably fighting over a girl. I'm buying a friend. We fought over a girl. Nigga, you still go. Take my girl. That's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's this dumb shit. At the end of the day, you realize our friendship is greater than when we fight them. You know, but that was in the world, of course. So how much more in the truth? If you see your brother with a girl, eyeing a girl, and you don't think she's attractive too, you like, hey, I'm gonna let you have it though.
Yeah.
If you like, I'm gonna let you have it. You know what I'm saying?
She don't friend.
Yeah. And if her friend like you, fuck it then. I'm gonna take their ass. But I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna compete with my brother for no fucking woman. I don't give a damn how bad she is.
That's comparison.
Yeah, if we go to a spot, we both are the same chick. You gotta, well, just know you gotta let, next time, you gotta help me out, man.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Next time, you gotta send me an alley-oop.
Yeah.
You can't be greedy now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you have this one, but
Right.
you can't be greedy.
Next time, look out.
Yeah. You know, if you eating, your brother ain't got nothing to eat, you offer your brother some food. If you know what I'm saying? You with your brother, you will grab a whole plate of some shit, and he just sitting there, and you eating.
Yeah, because back in the day, when your family got a cookout, whatever the case may be, your friends come, you go and you make every one of them a plate.
You make your company a plate.
Yeah.
That's just common etiquette. You courtesy. Or you just don't eat in front of them.
Yeah. Because if you don't got enough,
If you don't got enough, you just don't eat in front of
I'll be back. I gotta use the bathroom.
them. Or if you know what I'm saying, or if you taking your brother on a ride somewhere, you make sure you know your car neat, you make sure your car smell like. You do it for a woman.
Yeah.
You just want your brother help some nasty ass shit.
Right. You gotta push trash off the seat.
Your brother help me or something. Let me make sure my stuff good. You know what I'm saying? I want a brother to be comfortable.
Right.
I know I ain't got much, but I want him to be comfortable with what I got. You doing it for a woman though. Come on, man. We greater than fucking women. You know?
You gotta set the example.
Just set the example. How you do one though? That's etiquette, man.
Yeah, like I said, man.
Back in the kingdom, if I know I'm inviting bros over, I'll make sure I got the best of the best for laying out. I ain't trying to fucking y'all be talking. Hey man, my shit is better than me. I gotta make sure at least, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking like, nah, he threw a hell of a one this year. He threw a hell of a one. You know what I'm saying?
He doing it again.
Yeah. You want to make an impression? You want to make an impression, man? Go ahead, bro.
That's been in the house for 3,000 years. 3 days.
Nah, really.
Very man.
Now this is Sirach chapter 6.
I'm gonna have my concubines, you know, laid out. I'm gonna have slaves laid out. I'm gonna have my daughters, and you bring your sons, and I put them prepping my daughters. Oh no, you taking one of them.
Man, they come
I have one of your sons, but one of them getting out of my crib.
That's what our get-together is gonna be like.
Yeah.
We're gonna have discussions on that, how to further
Yeah.
each other in the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, how to further each other.
What your son like?
That's
Oh, I got
it.
a daughter that like the same shit.
Yeah.
She good with feet. You know? Because your perfect match is gonna be in the kingdom.
Yeah.
Because the Lord gonna give you now. There is wisdom to the signs and zodiac and all that, but you know the Lord hasn't given that to us yet. In the kingdom, we're gonna understand all that. So you're gonna literally have your perfect match in the kingdom.
Tree of life.
A woman that's like your perfect match.
Oh,
She like the shit you like. She laugh at the shit you laugh at, and genuinely laugh at.
Yeah.
She ain't faking that plus. She genuinely laughing at the shit you laugh at. The Lord gonna give brothers life, man.
Yeah, bro.
The thing is, it's going to be a lot of them like that.
All of them. All of your wives are gonna be your perfect match. We in the kingdom, man. This is perfection.
Amen.
This ain't the world when you meet some random person you don't know who the fuck you meeting.
yeah. They gonna be praying to the same power as you.
Yeah.
Ain't gotta worry about them idols and other gods. They gonna cook the best food for you.
And the beautiful thing about that, even though they're gonna, like the same thing you like, laugh at the same stuff, you like the same hobbies, they all gonna have a different personality. So they gonna have little things different. One might be a little goofy,
Yeah.
giddy. Another one might be a little more stern.
Yeah.
Another one might be a little, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But they all still gonna be your perfect match.
Based on your personality.
Kinda
things
like
that
when
you
you-
want.
yeah.
Spirit.
Kind of like when you have children. They all got something. They all got different personalities, but they all got a part of you.
Yeah.
And they all got a trait.
Okay. Yeah.
No trace of you to know that is yours.
Yeah.
But we ain't gonna have that issue in the kingdom.
Yeah.
Nope.
And the heathen, on the other hand,
I mean, they still gonna have to their things. They still gonna be operating under the law. So they still gonna, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna move to perfection like we are. They gonna live longer. They gonna be a lot happier than what they are now. You know?
Well, especially if you want to be elect, your son, right? If you want to be elect, your sons are going to try to, you gotta be kind of, you know, all right, so you gotta give my space. Because they're gonna want to be, I'm the father, I'm the father. I won't be father 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Because they
start giving them jobs early.
yeah, because you gotta think, your son know you. If you gonna be one of the elect, your son sees that. Come on, man. Look at the world.
Yeah.
All these ball players, their sons want to play basketball.
Yeah.
Even though they not good, you know what I'm saying? They still want to do it because their father is someone they looked up to growing up. They watched them on TV.
Right.
Everybody idolized him. I just want to be that guy.
Right.
That's my hero.
Yep.
So your son's gonna look at you with admiration, like, oh shit. That's my idol.
Yep.
That's how they're supposed to look at you. With fear and respect and reverence.
Yeah.
Like, man, you know, they give you a bow.
Yep.
Now this is an ancient custom. The sons and daughters, they give you a bow, they give father a bow. I'm watching an ancient show right now, and children, the father will call, he'll be in like his chamber, and he'll call one of his children, whether it's a daughter or son. They go into the he don't even speak. They just go in, they bow, and they wait for him to he'll have you sitting there 30, 40 minutes, just stand there.
Yep.
He doing work.
Yep.
But he called you there. And he just working, this was, you know, you just sitting there. And then he finally says, yeah, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Yep.
And then you listen and you just fall and get the fuck out.
Yep.
That's the type of nobility we getting back to. Not that you get your ass down.
That's it. 3, 4, 5.
Like,
Yeah,
why?
yeah.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you say?
I hate that shit. I hate that shit. That shit bothers me.
You waiting on them. Then when they get to you, they half-ass hear what you say.
Then you looking straight through you and shit.
Your voicemail is full. It's like, what?
That all goes to the curses, though.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we don't have that fear, that respect, that admiration that we supposed to have from our women, our kids, and, you know, our fellow Israelites.
Yep.
Because they supposed to fear and reverence the prophets. They don't have that fear and reverence of the prophets because they don't understand where we are anymore. But they're gonna have that fear and reverence in the kingdom when we get our authority. Lord willing, we those men.
Yep.
They're gonna, it's gonna be a royal bow. You know, a salute and a royal bow. Right?
But I had a quick one.
This is Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
That's just the beginning of us, the Lord making us precious. You know, it's fine gold. You know, because in these times of trouble to come, a lot of people gonna be like, man, we shouldn't listen to them guys, especially women. You know, because women easy, man. You know, they easy.
They children, man. Like, and you see, like, if a woman is in a really bad situation, a man could really get her to do anything if he has the resources to get out of that situation.
Yep.
Whether that be connections, whether that be finances. If he has an outlet to get her out of that situation, she'll do whatever that man said and not say a word. That's why you see women in certain relationships that don't talk back to their man because they're in a situation where they know this man is my only way to living on earth. If I'm not around this man, I know that I would die out here. Not just from lack of protection, but lack of means of resources. And you see that in other countries. These women understand, if I don't have this man, I literally would die out here. So I need to reverence this man. He's my only way. You know? Now, it's a precious thing to find a man that's able to take care of you, provide for you, and care for you. These women don't have that shit out here, but they have a crutch. And that's these jobs that Esau is giving them. And once he takes away them fucking jobs, these women are going to be in a dire situation. And it's going to be very precious to find a man that's willing to take care of you, protect you, and actually care for you when doing it. And just because a man will help you out, he might not care for you. He might help you out, but he sodomizing you, you know, using you as a sex toy, beating on you daily.
Yep.
Some of them
So
women
just
like
because you with a man don't mean he's gonna be in a good situation. It's gonna be very precious in that day to find a man that cares for you,
Yeah.
wants the best for you,
Yeah.
and protecting and providing for you. That's what the Lord is talking about. They're gonna say, I don't give a fuck about nothing. Just let me be called by your name. You don't need to tell me to shut up. I know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. I'm snapping into it right now. Boom. Yes, my Lord.
Con out of one.
But that's true though. That's true. Like they should have more and all that stuff like that. I mean, that's compared to because we know that the man and woman ratio is high.
Yeah. But what's the greatest persuader? What does the scriptures tell us the greatest persuader is? No, fear.
Yeah.
Fear is the beginning of the wisdom of the knowledge of Yahweh Shemel. When women start to experience fear at a very high level and their flesh begins to quake, who are they going to regard? Their Lord, which is their men. When they experience fear, then they're going to realize we need to be under the guidance and order of our men. Not be unruly, be under the order of our men. And that's what the brothers need. That's going to happen in Jacob's trouble.
That's why they so easily fall in place on the Esau Edom's kingdom. You know, they all that started as slavery. You know, when they realized the power that Esau had, and they was like, oh no man, they shit. That's the same thing you see now. But the Israelite man is back in style. You know, especially the elect men are doing what they're supposed to be doing now, attaining the wisdom and knowledge that they need to attain for the times of trouble. Because the world ain't preparing like we preparing, man.
Yeah.
You know, they don't even got the eyesight and the vision to understand what's about to come. You know?
I got another one. This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 12. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So, hey, man, the elect men, okay, if Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, they're going to be more precious than fine gold, man. You know how hard it is to find pure gold now? So, if you liken that unto an elect man in the day of trouble, hey, that's going to be hard to find. So when a woman fights, she's going to cleave onto it, man. Watch the movie, the Book of Eli, man. You know, when he was going through, you know, he said, I gotta keep going. I think he said west or north, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, west. And that woman, she saw his arm. She saw the wisdom that he had, how the way he carried himself. And he didn't, you know, freak out about soap or food. He had self-control. He had discipline. Right? So when women see that, man, they know that, hey, man, this ain't a man to be fucked with. You know, and they gonna fear it. They gonna get right in order, right in place. You know, and that's something that we look for, man. To see our women back in subjection, man.
You know, the price of gold right now for an ounce is over 2,000.
Yeah.
It's over 2,000 for an ounce.
Yeah.
I ain't checking.
So you ain't getting no fucking gold.
Yeah. I sure.
I see.
Especially ain't getting enough quantity to do something with. So a man's gonna be more precious than that. Come on, man. Lord, tell you how bad it's gonna be. So these women are gonna die by the millions. We see it now over there. Them, go on Twitter and look at Palestine, man. Guts and brains and insides are in the middle of the street.
Twitter crazy, man. I tell you, man. It's news everything on Twitter.
Ain't no peace talks. Hey, they don't regard that you're a woman.
I seen a clip, dude, middle of the night. This small little group dudes hit the woman. She fell to the ground, started hitting on some more. Bow, bow, bow. Kick her in the face because she kept trying to get her. Kick her in the face. Then start pulling her drawers down. And every time she gets, damn, bitch. So he pulled her drawers down some more. She tried to get, he just grabbed one leg and dragged off. And dragged her off. So when the camera wasn't there to capture where he dragged her to, but you know what happened to her.
That's coming here to the soils of America, man. They don't want to go. Yeah, all you women that didn't want to take heat, especially our nation. Sure, scriptures tell you, man. They be trotting down into mire in the street.
Like I said, dude, we got some perverted freaks in that comment section in those likes.
Man,
Like weirdos, man. I'm telling you.
freaks on Twitter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You got nymphos, you got sadistic weirdos, man.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Like I said, some of these IG women die because dudes like that. You see them. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause what they got,
They constantly stalking their page, man. And there's gonna come a time when they get the act on all those thoughts that they think about what they want to, how they fantasize on this woman. That's constantly talking niggas and shit. And then she constantly posting her body, posting OnlyFans. Man, these niggas is gonna find out who you it's gonna be bad.
Like I said, you can see the signs. Because as of right now, like I said, there's an epidemic of lonely men, man. You know that are quote unquote sexually frustrated.
That's why
man.
porn is making so much. Well, Virginia is actually about to ban certain porn sites.
Yeah, yeah,
So
they already did
we
already.
get caught
Yeah.
in July. They're actually about to
Oh,
like
they-
you won't even be able to access certain sites. So certain states in America are saying just which call on y'all about Shema out of that because what that does is you have to wean your mind off these things that you have become adapted to and crushed to. You know, but we in such a fucked up situation that men don't have women. So you get men gonna release however they release.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But we're coming into a time now where you ain't about to feel the internet ain't got no work.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be easy
Yeah.
during the time of Ann Arbor. You know, when it's lawlessness out in the street. You
And the
know,
reason they're doing that now, though, is because there's a lot of Edomites that have depression, suicide from the porn. You know, when they're looking at this porn and they deal with post depression, after they do whatever they do, when they look at it and they go through a cycle of addiction, they're getting on pills, they're committing suicide. That's heavy. So now they're seeing like, man, these Edomites, we got to preserve ourselves because we're losing ourselves to these certain devices.
Yeah, like I said, especially suicide. I mean, that's high for men. You know, mainly the Edomites, man. It's very hard.
Yeah, look at post depression from porn, watching porn. It's a very serious case. A lot of girls. Guys are getting off to it, and then after they do it, then they like, they got low testosterone. They don't want to get active. They just want to sit in their career. You know, they just focusing on the things that they don't have in their woes, and that's a demon, and they push you in a state of straight depression.
yeah.
It's an epidemic of that shit, man.
And if I may, there's a viral video going out now. You know, I was talking with you about, about that girl, the hot two girl, they looking for her, All she did was make, a simple gesture. Although it was sexual in content, they looking for it and they found her. So what more these women who are on these sites showing their bodies, selling their bodies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, what more then if this girl just made a statement about what to do with the rock?
Yeah, doxing. Like I said, man, he's a heavyweight when it comes to doxing people, man. You know what the word doxing means?
I've heard of it.
Yeah. Basically, they can find your address, your IPs off of it. So, like I said, you got one of those Edomites that can actually do that's crazy. Yeah, that's why you got.
And with that, I'm pretty sure it came from men that will follow her based on that statement alone. You know?
He said, "I'm the enemy, the witness."
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? They might hold her to that shit. You made a statement now.
It says that wicked man belongs to a wicked woman. So you're not a righteous woman. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the Lord is not gonna lead you to a righteous man.
Yeah, you got this old bitch superhead talking some
This is a good.
6 inches ain't enough. Man. Us women we're tired of 6 inches. Bitch,
What?
you ain't even supposed to know different dick sizes. That shows you the fucked up economy that we're in. Y'all got these sex toys. Y'all done had different rods into a nigga with a right curve, a nigga with a left curve, a nigga with his shit thin, a nigga with his shit thick. And a 12-inch nigga, 8-inch nigga, 6-inch, a 4-inch nigga, you deciding which one best. They ain't supposed to be like that. You supposed to only know one penis, man. Well, fuck you, your old nasty ass. You done been ran through by hundreds of niggas, and you up here in your 50s talking myself, 6 inches ain't nothing. What's really? We need to burn her at the stake, man. In a white society, put that witch up there, man.
Yeah.
And Garrett, light y'all sticks and burn her ass, man.
That's not a lot too.
Six ain't enough.
Yeah.
You about to be 6 feet in the ground.
Because like I said, that sends a bad message, man. Like I said to the young women out there, man. So they must have been good. Who says the scriptures that the mothers supposed to teach their daughters, or their aunts, whatever, the order is supposed to teach the young ones, man, how to be sober.
They're not teaching them about what dick should be in them, man. Supposed to be happy with the dick they got.
Yeah, but the old ones are the fucking worse.
Yeah.
The old ones are the worst.
Yeah, if a woman old and she ain't married, she's a complete demon. There's no reason a woman should be 60 years old and not married.
Con.
That's not natural in no sense of the order. Unless your husband passed away
Con.
and you decided never to be with another man. See, my great grandma, she's still living, but her husband passed away. But women that's just her husband is somewhere she never been married or her husband is married somewhere, she don't want to. That's a demon. Scriptures tell you about those type of women.
Yeah.
That's an unruly woman, an orderly woman, a woman that is not in her proper order.
That's right. That's what Kelly. She find another man. Somehow in this society, like I said, her husband's still alive, boyfriend, whoever she slept with, that took her in it, and she go with another man. She considered a whore. You know.
The land is polluted.
Yes, man's already polluted. Yep.
Who the fuck wants something hand-me-down, man? When you get in a car, even if you get a used car, you want the one with the least miles on it. The more
I'm
miles got on it, the easier it's gonna break down.
Yeah.
More problems you gonna have from it, right? Because it's been used.
Yeah. So you gotta look at women.
So you get a woman, she been used, she coming with trauma, past experiences, other niggas she done deal with. She thinking about this son nigga one day, thinking of the memories of this happening. She been used. So you're gonna have problems that occur throughout the relationship with a woman that ain't never been used. You can mold her to your liking. They don't like that. They don't like that word mold. You can mold her to your liking. She's more eager to hear you and want to, you know what I'm saying? Be around you. She's more eager to listen to you. And she ain't never been with a man. So she's like, okay, well, how do I, okay, I'm just follow your lead. Because I've never been in this relationship like this. You know, I've never been with a man. So I'm just let him live. And that's the proper way. Not a woman,
I'll be damn, I let a man rule my life. I done been through this shit too many times.
so she get in a relationship with she sitting down, she put on that front for the first couple of days, be in a relationship again. Be like, all right, this is how the things gonna work.
Tell you, man, like I said, man, women can really last that game for a long time, man. That's why you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You mess with them. You gotta mess with a certain time of period, like 6 months or something like that.
You can't even mess with them that long because up front they asking for money. Can you pay for their nails? Can you
Up front. Before you even
yeah,
get
bitch, I
They
don't
say
even know your name.
They said it did. Sometimes you just gotta say no. You just gotta say. No, not inside all of that, but like I said, brothers that you know about this like us, you know, like no, man, what she gotta prove herself.
before she even giving you cheeks, which that's bare minimum. You gotta do more to give me cheeks for me to give you my you gotta show me loyalty and respect. You
That's
gotta
what.
serve me.
Yep. Everything that's matter. The one keyword: loyalty and respect.
Because the moment she do give, let's say you've been taking her out, buying her nails, give her money for rent. The moment she decided to give you ass, now she said, nah, I get you ass. So now, you know, I owe you. You know, bitch.
You gotta
Do more. You gotta do more.
For example,
I'm gonna get tired of the box.
like for example, Chris Brown, like see, he get all the women, but he knows that none of the women that he messed with are loyal. That's why he made the song. These ain't loyal.
Yeah, they have no substance.
Yeah.
He knows why they want him.
Yeah.
If Chris Brown never became Chris Brown and just stayed Christopher, he probably would have still been able to get girls here and there,
Yeah.
but he wouldn't have got the women he got now.
Yeah.
They like him because he's Chris Brown.
Yeah.
He's a song. He's on TV. He on stage. He got money.
The brother's just saying it. They out here paying him $1,000 now to take pictures with him.
Yeah, you got women with men. Women with men.
Yeah.
Women with men.
Yeah.
I see the
Even
article.
if you got a woman, she paying $1,000, which you probably gave her that $1,000,
No, that's real.
right? Because you know women don't dig in their own account.
Yeah.
You probably gave her that $1,000 for some other shit. She didn't tip it out the account. She gonna give it to Chris Brown and let Chris Brown lift her up by her ass and put it.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That shit.
Wow.
They read the article
Hey.
right, about the
That's why the scriptures talk about the jealousy of a man.
Nah.
You know how big, man. You fucked up.
Somebody get
you can't.
Somebody got to die tonight.
No, that's true. Because like I said, you read in the article, you broke up with this woman because of that situation.
somebody gotta go.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta throw 10 prayers in a row.
Nah.
10-minute prayers. Cause somebody gotta go.
That's how you know your girl's not looking like say.
Yeah.
You gonna take my money and then let this nigga molest you?
On
On
camera for the world to see.
camera? Oh, no. Somebody post it.
Yeah.
It's not like you can hide the shit.
Yeah.
You ain't
That's
keep
the
it
thing. You're
down.
doing it for no reason. Yeah. That's the.
That's madness.
I remember somebody threatened Chris Brown one time on a radio show about that situation. He said, "Look, man,
So
when
come
I
to
go
my
over on front stage, man, you know what I mean? If I see you up there, you're done, Chris."
Well, look at the Usher shit.
Yeah.
These simp ass niggas taking their women to Usher concert, and he taking your woman in front of you.
Yeah. Doing the most.
Shit.
Doing the most.
Yeah.
And you sitting there like, you done bought the tickets. You know the niggas bought the tickets. And he's sitting there, oh, it's Usher.
Good for us.
Yeah, nigga, you need to go and your woman.
And he
You got-
laughing at the dude too, and he laughing at him too, but watching him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's why he was going to the show.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they play him like a fool. Like he was in the wrong for saying, I don't like my woman being up there being groped on by other men.
Yeah.
That's what this society push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
Back to the point.
that go back to, like you said, loyalty and respect, man.
Yeah.
And I say if a woman had respect, she would say, I'm not going to respect you. You know what I'm saying? I'm
She
saying,
would say, fuck Chris Brown.
Yeah.
If your woman was really, if she really admired you, say, Chris Brown, fuck Chris Brown. Like, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
The fuck like that nigga moonwalking?
Yeah.
Right. You know? That's a real woman.
it's real.
Yep.
When you read the scriptures about the righteous women, matter of fact,
I got
Judah.
we are ready to go back into the law, statutes, and commandments, the statutes that Yahweh should be set up because we understand it's going to take away a lot of those unruly men, adulterous nature that's amongst the people in the world. It's going to get rid of a lot of them, you know. But just to add on to that real quick too. Just to add on what brother was saying, it's 1 Peter 3:6. It says, even Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters you are, as long as you do well and are not afraid with amazement. You know, and that's the kind of women that our forefathers had. You know, of course, some of them during trying times, you know, they would say, "Curse the Most High, curse the Most High," down. But that was all for our learning. Of things that we're gonna have to suffer right now. But it says, verse 7, likewise, you husbands dwell with them according to knowledge. And that's ultimately what brothers have been saying. We gotta dwell with these women, you know, according to knowledge. You know, and that's just speaking of those that, you know, have women, you deal with women, whatever you do is your business. But hey, it's just wise to dwell with them. According to Apostle Paul said, You know, and these times it's gonna be as though you had no wife. You know, just based on the situations that we're in. You know, it says verse 7 again, it says, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wives as unto the weaker vessel. It says,
Yeah, that's how you honor them. You don't honor them by putting them over you.
yeah,
You dishonor them
yeah,
because you're destroying their marriage.
yeah, yeah,
If you want to honor a woman, you treat her like she's supposed to be treated.
yeah.
This is what we're doing, and this is how we're gonna do it. Saturday we doing this. Sunday we doing that. Monday I want you doing this. You can't even direct your own woman, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, she ain't gonna listen to you.
It's crazy.
You can't even tell if you come with a type of voice that's like demanding.
Yeah.
She looks at it as wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, I want you to do this. You ain't who the fuck are you?
Just like for example, when I was trying to break it up, but that Papa Lou joint, you remember the plumber guy when they was talking about him, you know what I'm saying? Because what he stood his ground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, they called a lot of attention to the point that they pretty much doxed him, called their job to the point 5 times before he lost his job.
Yeah, they was trying to make light of his situation because he said he was a plumber. That's why it just shows women not savvy when it comes to a business and the things that it takes to keep a society running. A plumber actually makes great money, and a plumber don't just mean you plunge in a fucking toilet. You know, it can mean you might do
He got understanding of the work.
Multi-skilled talent. You got HVAC, electrical,
electrical, all that.
construction.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they look at it because they glamorize on social media. I seen a post this week. A guy said, "You bitches out here fucking these celebrities for free, but want the working man to spoil you."
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
They'll fuck a man just off his name and who he is. Literally, they will go to his concert and if he say, "Come back to my hotel, come back to my tour bus," they would do it and fuck him that night with the hopes that they will become the wife of such and such, the woman of such. But really, he just using you because going back to Chris Brown's point, bitch, you a hoe. I know you a hoe. What you want me for?
Yep.
But see, you'll tell the working man, "Oh nah, you gotta work for this. You gotta work for this." But just because a man's a celebrity, you don't know you don't know his moral standards. You don't know his trauma. You don't know what type of man he is that you don't let him enter inside.
You don't even know what he's giving you at the end of the day.
That's why through the spirit, a lot of stuff is coming out on these celebrities. You know, a Meek Mill, Diddy, you know, a Drake. You know, you brought up like last year too when Drake flew a dude and his girlfriend out, and Drake ended up popping his fucking girlfriend. That's the kind of morals that these men are about. But hey man, y'all believe in celebrity status and men with no real integrity. You know, it's the working men that really got integrity. They got the discipline to go up and do something constantly, day in and day out, that he really don't want to do.
That man was heartbroken, man. He made a whole post about it. This being his fiance.
Yeah.
She was an aspiring singer. Drake flew out. And he fucked her. Man, that tore that man up the heart out, man. Yeah. And he had to post about it because his woman was seen with Drake. And Drake's a known what they call womanizer, to where he just goes to one woman to another woman to another woman. I remember it was this popular basketball high school guy. Drake was messing with his mom. It's because he ended up going. I think he went to LeBron's son basketball game, and he seen LeBron's son teammates' mother. He was like, "Oh shit, she bad." So he started taking her out, popped her, moved on to the next.
Yeah.
Which that's off too, man. Even though we're in a society of date culture, you're not supposed to just use women for sex. So everything is totally off course, man. But we don't feel bad for you women because you don't respect the working man. You look at the working man as being she should be using her hands.
Right.
And during that, you're not only kind of giving her a little Easter egg on what she should be doing anyways,
That's
you're actually going to be talking during that whole day
Yeah.
while y'all doing your party.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Those are the type of dates you take women on. You don't take women to the fucking movies or to feed her fucking stomach
Yeah.
or you know what I'm saying, to a concert.
Yeah.
You take a woman where you can pick her mind, pick her brain, and see what her conversation is about.
That's what we can't see. You know what I'm saying? You know, until my us men, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, because we already see the game. You know what I'm saying? That's why I find it funny that on these Pop Balloon games, the question they be asking, why would you take me on the first date?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be laughing. It's like,
How much would you spend on the first day? Shit like that.
See, but the conversations with women is even vexing.
yeah, I'm about to say that.
You know, it's not, hey, the minute you hear him talk, it's like, okay, I fucked up on this one. I should have took this bitch.
At that moment, you're gauging how soon can I get the draw.
Yeah. Okay.
Because if it's gonna take me too long, I need to end it right here. And I had to do that not too long ago. I was like, this ain't it. So I'm like, am I gonna be able to get the draws? And I was like, nah, I ain't. Not anytime soon. So it ain't worth the hassle.
Yeah, that's smart.
Nah, you know, like me, I'd rather do other shit than hear a woman talk. Because it always leads back into shit that she don't need to know. Nor is it shit that I want to know. You know, if I'm not interested in you, it's only about the draws at that point.
Yeah. And it shouldn't be like that. You should be interested into the woman you have.
Sure.
A woman ain't just a fucking. She's more than just a body. You know what I'm saying? But these women, majority of them are just that.
Yeah.
But a righteous woman, you should want to be invested in her. You know, you should like talking to her. That's what a pillar of rest is.
Got good precept for that.
Every time you talk with these women, it starts an argument.
Yeah.
That's match.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29. It says, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, they may minister grace unto the hearers. You know, that's what she built on, man. You know what I'm saying? Get to know her basic stuff, you know what I'm saying? Ask the interest, you know, what is your goals, stuff like that. What do you see yourself? You know what I'm saying? Well, it's not make it boring, but you know what I'm saying, because you get a flirt, you know what I'm saying, to make it a little interest, that's especially with these women.
That's what the interest of.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where your red flag, you know, of course don't say all that, you know, it's a bitch, but like I said, we know how to supplant them. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Again, that's how you keep the communication, you know what I'm saying? You know, see where it goes at. You know what I'm saying? If you like you share the same interest. Because, you know what I'm saying, we talk to a female, you know what I'm saying, you have the same interest, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Now the conversation starts, someone say, okay, she likes this and that, I like that too.
Right.
Okay, now we're going somewhere. How you say the quote unquote chemistry? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it starts, man.
We ain't gonna have them problems in the kingdom, man.
Hell no.
It's gonna be easy. You know? Everybody, yeah.
And you ain't gonna have to worry about. You're not gonna have to worry about your son being a good woman,
Exactly.
because you know she's been raised to be a woman. Just like in Coming to America,
Yeah.
she was raised to like whatever you like, and they made it seem like that was a bad thing.
Yeah.
But she was in the right spirit. What kind of music you like? Whatever music you like.
They try to play on it. He said, "Fuck like a dog." You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Off on one foot.
Yeah, they try to play on
They
it.
try to look at the camera like he's crazy. Yeah, they try to make a mockery out of that,
Yeah.
but that's a righteous woman.
Yeah, like,
She's obeying her husband.
Yeah.
The fuck? But they make it seem like, oh, she just a robot with no soul. No, you look at a fucking movie, man, a comedy. They making fun of it, but in actuality, that's how a woman's mind is supposed to be when she's giving to a man. Whatever you like, my lord, we're gonna eat what you like, my lord.
But if you watch the beginning of that movie at that city, she was raised for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he turned that down
For an American
just to
nigga
go,
bitch.
Yeah.
just to go to Queens.
The head of
and
marriage.
fuck
The
this bitch.
nigga committed adultery.
Wait a minute, Queens.
This Hamite, because he a Hamite in the movie.
Yeah.
He drew that,
Right.
but he was a fucking Hamite in that fucking Queens. He committed adultery.
Yeah.
Because she was with the Soul Glow figure.
Oh, that's real.
So really, that movie is completely fucking off.
His soul glow is done.
Yeah.
That movie is fucking off. You want the American nigga bitch that's putting you on a, you know what I'm saying? The ring go around.
Yeah.
This nigga working in McDonald's.
McDowell's.
You happy too.
Eh, trying to get that one.
That's some goofy ass shit, man.
Chasing this bitch through the train, ask her to marry me.
Yeah, that's some shit.
I'm a king.
I know, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They hit the street.
The nigga that said shut the fuck up was in the
He's in the great spirit. Yeah, he was a prophet.
He said, fuck you. Yes. Yes. Fuck you too.
Yeah. He said, shut the fuck up. He was a prophet.
Oh, fuck it.
You know?
Yeah.
Death, man. You a king. All them women in your country want you. And you come over here being a goddamn coon.
Had service and handmade.
Washing the penis.
Nah. Oh yeah, that one.
Whenever he move, whenever he walk, they dropping pedals.
Man.
Hell up out of here,
He
man.
said,
Father almost took his ass. Boy, he must have been like
He almost took his ass out. See that? See, when you look at that movie, how it's supposed to go, you actually like, yeah, the father was right. Yeah, fuck. And then for the father that didn't want him with his daughter, he seen who he was, and he was like, oh yeah, my daughter ain't even gonna work for him.
Right.
Because at first, remember, he thought his daughter was too good.
Yeah.
Right. Then he thought, oh, this nigga's a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
He running out with trays. And her boyfriend showed up.
through the window.
Did my thing. She don't want to no more. But
His name was Daryl.
oh, man.
He was Daryl.
Yeah. For the whole first part, he was on Daryl's side.
Yeah.
But he sick the dog with that.
Chihuahua.
He said, get him. Come on, man. This shit
That's the mindset of a lot of kids, though. You know? Mindset of a lot of kids.
This Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7 says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth Exactly, bro. They do like Charles Barker though.
You like Charles Barkley? I never
I
thought
like
about
it.
that.
Yo, the comment section be funny. I'm sorry. It's a comment section. I said, it's a comment section. Let the comment section.
No, but she had the baby, and people, she had it on live.
Yeah.
People like,
What's up with you?
well, the baby fucked up.
Yeah.
And she like,
The baby ain't blinking. His eyes ain't blinking.
she said, "Ain't no my baby. He's still young. He grew to know, bitch."
6 months later.
That nigga is shit fucked, man.
I
Because you
call
was
it.
drinking with him.
Yep. Yeah.
That baby cursed for real, dude. That baby cursed. He got a terrible mother and he got COVID.
Yeah, that's sad, man.
Yeah, that's a curse on the baby for real. The baby curse.
But the baby probably did some of his past.
That's
right.
Yeah, to be cast down like that, and
That's your
nigga
mama
just,
and your daddy?
nigga just in her lap, fucked up,
Yeah. Wicked women and give it to a wicked man.
and your daddy in the fucking jail.
They said just out of the sun.
Both your parents in the jail.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. That whole thing about it, that's nuts. That is fucking nuts.
Grandparents don't want you either.
Damn.
I ain't want you.
That is fucking
Yeah,
nuts,
I heard
man.
about that. I heard about that.
Your daddy named Blueface.
Yeah.
I think he Blueface hit the dad or the brother.
They brother.
They got into a whole scuffle.
Yeah, he hit him.
I would have shot his ass.
He knocked no, but the daddy hit him first.
Yeah.
This the shit. He wasn't even wrong. The whole family fucked up.
Yeah.
Because the sister and they crowded it. They surrounded him. Yeah, we're from
Father want to pop off.
Yeah, they checked. So he like, yo, chill, man.
Yeah.
He was calm. I give Blueface that credit. Right there. That's all I'm
You know
gonna
how
give
you
him.
control
But
it.
he was like, yo, chill. And the daddy gonna goddamn sneak him. The daddy said, weak ass punch. And Blueface said, what? So the daddy walking off, thinking shit cool. That nigga, you
Yo,
heard that?
that blood. You see that? She said, I said, damn.
Then the wild ass sisters.
I said, damn.
Trying to fight a man. The whole family is fucked up.
Yeah.
You see what happens when a home is fucked up. A generation is ruined.
Yeah, dude.
To the point you had a fucking Down syndrome baby out the blue.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Now you see why those laws was instituted. They got to get off the earth. So as you see the first sign of evil, get rid of it. Because it's going to spread through the generation, through the lineage.
That's it. We go to the curses, man, because it tells you that, you know, like I said, you should beget children, and then you should not enjoy them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what happened. Man. We have to get the curse still up on our people. But like I said, our people watch it and then they glorify that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because what? They love the trauma, they love the fight.
Entertainment. The scripture say folly is sin great dignity. So people know that shit is madness, but they soaking it up. But really, they should be condemning it. Everybody should be online condemning that shit.
You know, I'm gonna get the scripture where it says that they hiss and whack and shout the solution. Right here. This is Lamentations chapter.
It's going off.
This is Lamentations. Yeah. This is Lamentations chapter 2, verse 15. And it says, all that clap by their hands all that pass by clap their hands at thee and hiss at the wag their heads at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty?
That's what you look like right now. Us the world looking at us on the outside in, they're looking like, hey, look at these people. That's why the scriptures talk about how we would be a proverb and a byword. We know amongst these nations what the Lord had driven them. You know, us here in Babylon the Great, these nations looking at us like, man, these people ain't shit. That's why when we come out, it's far-fetched that the world can take us on as being a Hebrew Israelite. You know, we come out here, we teach this and proclaim this amongst the nation, like, nah, ain't no way in hell y'all are Israelites.
But that's why when they talk to us and they see how knowledgeable we are and how we conduct ourselves, they be shocked. Even when we go out to eat or we go to places and the way we conduct ourselves, we don't conduct ourselves like an average nigga. We don't walk into a building with our pants sagging. Hey, yo, we just seen this motherfucker. Yeah, Waffle House niggas. Yeah, what's up? Yeah. Hell, my ass, bitch. Yeah. We go up in there, we with respect. You know what I'm saying? We tell you, hey, how you doing?
Right.
And they like, damn, dude.
Like, yo, y'all different.
They good. They better than us.
Right.
But you know,
That's the list we be getting. They can you can see the envy You know, when we walk into a room, a brother that's moving according, just to the spirit. They be like, nah, something ain't right about them. I don't like what the other nations, even nigga women, they definitely don't like it. They catch us out in the blue. They want to figure out how they can throw a monkey wrench in our shit. That's
Maybe the next kid probably.
yeah.
I got it right here. This is 2:16. It says all thy enemies. It says all thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee, and gnashed their teeth.
Mhm.
They say we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we look for. We have found it. We have seen it. You know
What's
what I'm saying?
sad is that even the women say the same thing. So I can, even the women say, I would rather destroy my kids, because I don't want to be with this man, or this man don't want to be with.
And women will actually do that though. You have cases of women driving off a bridge with her kids in the back seat.
Yeah.
And you may say, well, that bitch was crazy, but maybe her life was so fucked up and she didn't want to have her kids grow up in a bad situation.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up, but that the world is that dark.
God, hey, to the point. Let's say at that too, and then let's say the man finally, he picked himself back up. He found another that actually liked him. And like I said, the woman's still being miserable. Like I said, when she takes that person, I'm saying, a lot of situations like that. I'm saying, like I said, you could be a good father. You know what I'm saying? But the fact is like, oh, he think that he doing better than me. I'm not gonna let that happen. So I'm keeping my child. But let them do anything I can to destroy his. You know what I'm saying? Because what he's doing better than me. But like I said, for men, we can redeem ourselves. So a woman, she can't do the same thing with a man can.
Yeah, we can always redeem us. We can always get back on our feet. Hey, even that witch video I sent with the witches, and the woman was saying, y'all black men need to protect yourselves because these women, and I'm telling you, all of them, they doing some witchcraft. They sending up curses on y'all. Even these women in these churches, they got y'all picture up and they having these sleepovers and they putting prayers up on your picture. Say, be careful. And this was the black woman saying this.
Yeah.
Say, y'all need to protect yourselves. These women out here cursing y'all ass.
That's real talk.
And that shit is true. Because scripture said there's no enchantment
letting they find when you let your child celebrate their birthday, things like that, so on and so forth, and the holidays, and you offering them up to him, you know, you causing them to be cast through the fire,
That's
you
right.
know.
That's right. Children are giving up to the child services for adoption.
Right.
And meanwhile, like I said, we got two Edomite faggots, man.
Yeah.
Adopting the
Yeah.
kids, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they're better off dead.
I just,
You know what I'm saying? Because, you see Michael Chandler, he got two, you know what I'm saying, kids.
Yeah,
Just that
they washing it. They washing the kid.
yeah,
Time for a bath.
kissing each other.
Daddy and daddy finna wash your ass.
That's right.
And they got him in the tub. They blood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Clean his butt off.
Uh-huh. Doing all types of words, probably calling him bywords and all that stuff too. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Lord knows what these weirdos are doing in their houses, man.
Because I was just watching an article. I think it might have been on social media. This girl said her adopted father, he professed to her that he was in love with her. He said her whole childhood she grew up weird, but he was like touching her weird. The whole situation of them coming up together was just weird. You know, so it just shows you, man. We in a wicked ass society where, man, adoption is crazy. Ain't no telling what these children going into.
Yeah, think about it. What do people adopt? Think about it really, because you're taking in an extra mouth to feed.
Yeah.
So there's more money out of your pocket.
Yeah.
So a lot of times these people cover up. This is charity, but we help. No, y'all getting your freakism off. Y'all got a slave in the house. I seen one, the bitch had the nigga child in a cage.
Yeah.
Somebody took a picture and the child was in a cage in the car.
Wow.
Who was
Oh,
that?
yeah.
So they do it because they can't bear no children.
Oh, yeah. That's the case with you, that woman, like I said. Y'all probably seen this one. You remember? They was at the restaurant and they gave all her biological kids food and didn't give the Jake daughter and gave nothing. So, the woman confronted that. So, how come like you give all this food, but you know what I mean? Like, you over here, you ain't give her nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's problem.
Yeah, I seen this one thing. It was the lady, she was going into how basically it was a true story where basically this black couple had a baby, and then the father was like, "There ain't no way this my fucking child. He got blue eyes, he got this type of hair, got the DNA test coming out, it wasn't even his child." So then she's like, "I know I didn't do anything." So she get a paternity test, ain't even her baby. So the baby ended up getting swapped out at birth, and they've already been raising the kid for 5 years. And then they tracked the baby down, and or the parents, and the parents was they bugged the hell out, wanting even take care of the baby and the system and everything like that. I was like, wow. And they can't even give away this baby because they didn't put their heart, everything into this baby. And so yeah. Situation.
You remember the two lesbian couple that adopted their children and all stuff? You remember the kid that's hugging them? Yeah. Next thing you know, my woman, she drove them off. I said, damn.
All these black ass.
That was damn late.
Right.
What are you doing?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Two Edomite women adopted these nigga children, a whole bunch of them. Drove their ass off the fucking hood.
And they all died.
But they said even before that they was treating them bad, malnutrition, wasn't feeding them properly, wasn't showing up at school some days. You Edomites, man, we gonna fucking put you motherfuckers in the ground where y'all belong, man. The reason I hate looking at you niggas without chains on. I'm at the point now where I'm just tired of looking at these niggas. Even the so-called good-looking Edomite woman, I was like, "Did you need a chain on that?"
Like I said, what you see in real estate, you just like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right, like I said, right now they in a civilized state, so they're able all the way to make one stuff like that. But with Jacob Shop, we gonna see what they really are. Even worse than the kingdom, right? Like I say, some of them gonna have tails. We gonna see
These
like,
niggas got us working.
they had tails.
These niggas got us working 9 to 5, man. 9 to fucking 5.
General Ford, the guy who made Ford.
5 days a week.
Yeah.
6 days a week. Some people.
Yes, the guy that made Ford, General Ford, he made that terms that night.
And that's just to survive, to make ends meet. That ain't even real comfortable.
Yeah.
You working a 9 to 5 just to survive.
You gotta get something else on the set.
People got like 3 jobs, man. Okay, so that's not good.
You can't be asked for the down the street with two for your head.
You know that right there, the festival over there in March.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Yeah.
Last night until the day. Yeah. Come on, come out and grab your ass there. You ain't ready to come. We seen the counselor. It ain't safe in these streets. And it's about to get a whole lot more unsafe for you. You know?
Yeah. Some place they want to, you know, see if you want to do that something like Virginia Beach is kind of like Norfolk, like I don't know how it really is, but compared to other states, you know, Chicago or something.
Get about
Yeah.
yeah. Who bros holding? We done got the old people in the got. What y'all bros got down there?
It's Corinthians 10.
What? Hanaya, you holding something? If not, we about to wrap it up. Lamar, go ahead and use your piece of.
This is 1 Corinthians 10, verse 13. It says, there have no temptation taking you, but such as is common to man. But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
Go into it, huh?
So, you know, everything that we go through, the turmoil, you know what I'm saying? Like the scripture say, it's about chapter 2, here that's over for temptation. You know what I'm saying? Everything, if we're, you know, men of the Lord are willing, we're gonna get through these turmoil. You know what I'm saying? We're as Philippians chapter 3 say, we're pressing towards the mark of a high calling. And that comes with a lot of, you know, that comes with a lot of challenges that must be completed. And even though you don't accomplish it the way you feel, it's all in the order and the will of Yahweh Shem outside. So, you know, no matter what we're doing, we're pressing towards that mark to see what they found. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, they says, you know, and go wherever it takes upon it. You know, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we get to a point where it's like, damn, if I make it the next day, you know, next thing you know, I mean, the Lord look out for us in situations. It's like I said, you know, it's events to keep us humble sometimes, man. Sometimes, like I said, we have a good day, it's like, damn, we're doing good. Next thing you know, like, damn, so if you try to figure out your own mind, damn, I should never get this, but it's like, no, you can't think like that because what? It's already been programmed way before you even thought about it. You know what I'm saying? About what you're going to do and, you know, scripture says, so it's already been said.
And I say, you know, suffering these afflictions of the flesh, when we begin to fight in the spirit and we become more accustomed to it, like the scriptures say, the Lord will provide escape. So in the midst of us, you know, going off and so forth, when we dig deep and fight in the spirit, that's when we'll see that we're actually tapping into a Lord, you know, a Lord vibration. You know what I'm saying? Depending on, you know, trusting in Yahweh Shem outside, he's gonna see, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna allow us to see, hey man, that's not the right way to go. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be able to send up the prayer and he'll show himself and he'll get us out of that situation.
Kind of like the scripture said, this is the way, walking in it.
Yeah, Tyler, you're gonna have to believe that. You know, you're gonna have to believe that your prayers are being sent to the Lord because you're not supposed to faint when you pray. You know, nor are you supposed to faint during the times to come. You know?
Yeah. We're not just saying that, like I said, when you pray, it's not going to happen right then and there. It's going to happen in the Lord's time. When He sees perfect everybody's prayer. You don't see that in the state of them. Yeah.
The scriptures tell us, man, whoever trusts in the Lord was confounded. We understand. Hey, as long as our faith is intact, you know, we good. You know, you hold fast to that your integrity and your faith, and the rest is the Lord will do the rest. You know?
Yeah, God, you know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna look like there's no hope.
Yeah.
It's gonna look like there's no hope.
Way. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To them.
Yep.
But until the elect, hope is always there. You know, maintain your faith.
Yep. And now go ahead and read yours. We wrap it up. This is 1 Corinthians 14 and 37. This is if any man think himself to be a prophet or spiritual, let him acknowledge that the things that I write unto you are the commandments of the Lord. But if any man ignore him, if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. See, so ignoring the commandments, you can be walking in the ignorant ways of this world. Walking around in darkness, and you see, therefore, brethren, convict to prophecy and forbid not speaking in tongues, that all things be done decently and in order. And these commandments is the order and the way Yahweh designed everything to go.
Go ahead and close out on Arch.
No, hey, that's why ran back on what the brothers say. That's why we go into these precepts and we follow them to the best of our abilities. You know, and we know a righteous man gonna fall 7 times. But Lord willing, we do it to the end, and we finish the course. You know, because the race ain't to the swift. You know, it's a endurance game. You know, but with that, you know, hopefully you sheep are edified. You hope for elect. You know, and with that, we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh.
Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Kakadash.
Hey, the honors once again to the elders and the apostles of the Great Millstone. Off the ball.
Shalom.
Kwame Yashar.
Kwame Yashar.